Hey boys, welcome back to some more Cricket 19 My Player Career, and we are playing in another test series against the West Indies this time. So they're touring Australia, which is great to see. Looks like, pretty good team overall, 85. Apparently their best stat is fielding, but bowling and batting also pretty high up there. So look at their team. A lot of respectable faces, probably a few strange ones, but honestly I don't know. Yeah, the West Indian team, I think as of late, like their test form has been pretty good, hasn't it? I thought against like England and stuff, a while ago now they played pretty decent, and they've got a couple of young quicks coming through that I think have been pretty decent. You know, we know what they can do in the shorter format of the game. They're sometimes a bit of a letdown, I would say, the West Indies, because you look at sometimes their T20 or 50 over team, and it's full of like absolute stars, absolute game breakers, and then just they just don't quite live up to the hype sometimes. But I think their test ambitions have increased slightly, because definitely a few years ago they sort of hit they definitely hit rock bottom. Let's be real, with a lot of it was sort of like pay disputes, or like a lot of their star players, like at the time, like Bravo and Pollard and a few other guys like that, were just not wanting to play test matches. They were focusing on the shorter formats around the world, with and not I don't think it was necessarily chasing the money per se. Obviously a little bit of that, but also there were just issues within the team and the West Indian hierarchy, I guess. But yeah, it'd be great to see teams, these type of teams really get back into the test match force. Really, you want the test matches, you want the teams to be competitive all around the world. That's the goal. Even other teams like Afghanistan and Bangladesh and those type of nations, you want to see those teams really come up in the ranks as well. As a bit of a risky leave there again. We can expect West Indian quick bowlers. You'd expect some decent height here and some decent pace. So anything on a good length, we'll be pretty happy to leave it first day of a new test match in Australia. So yeah, it's looking like it's carrying through quite nicely. Jordan Silk is the man at the crease, 31 off 69. We're in a bit of I would say the first part of this, definitely West Indies, I would say, have the slight upper hand. 3 for 78. Not huge, depending, how good the pitch is, how, obviously beautiful conditions for batting. Again, a nice leave that time. Got to be a little careful of the left-hander if he gets one to jag back, but you would expect 20 overs in now. Shouldn't be any traditional in swing. Might get a little bit off the pitch, but yeah, the traditional swinging ball should have dissipated by now, I should say. But McGee, I'm not sure. No idea who this is. We've almost chipped one straight back to him. I'm actually stunned he didn't catch that, because usually the bowlers are pretty darn good off their own bowling to take some specky of catches, but that time it just lobbed over him. I guess that's a close one. I think, again, thankfully the height might have just saved us. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for the challenge here. It really swung back. I'm actually going to look at the replay, because this one, yeah, it really swung. Was it? Yeah, it is a bit of swing, and then it just kept going off the seam. It looked like the seam position definitely looked like a genuine outswing delivery, but yeah, just went on with the angle. But again, thankfully the pitch, it's got good bounce, got good carry, so we were saved on that accord there, as Jason Holder steams into the wicket now. So definitely expect some just some back of a length bowling here from the big fella. Some decent carry, getting up a little bit quicker. First two guys, well, that last bowler we faced probably around the just medium pace, 120 kilometers. But Holder, in real, what does he get up to 140 in real life? Probably he's more 130s, probably 131, mid 130s. Probably can crank it up to high 130s, but he is more of that line and length, just extra bounce type bowler. Very good player, Jason Holder. You know, sort of took lead, took charge of the West Indian lineup when they were in disarray, and you know he carried the team for a while there. Not with just his leadership and bowling, but honestly pretty handy with the bat. He was a guy that's could hit a big ball, but also he could hang around and fight for his team. So yeah, just a quality player all around. As that is a quality back foot drive through extra cover. That's just magnificent batting. You know, this type of bowling, a pitch that's coming through nicely, good carry. 120 kilometers usually is a bit of an issue, but when it's, like I said, when it's coming through nicely like it is now, this type of pace is pretty handy. That is a cracking shot. We're almost gonna run our boy out. Oh, is that gonna go for overthrows? Where'd he go? It is. We're gonna get the 4 over. It was a cracking cut shot. A great bit of fielding in close there at gully, and then you know, you can't be disappointed with the throw. If he hits, he's gone. Just unfortunately for the bowler, no one was backing up. So we get the 5. We're back on strike for some reason. Is that how it works? Actually, I'm starting to think if you run one and then you get the 4 overthrows, do you come? I don't think you would come back on strike. Would you? I don't think so. Or would you? I actually don't know. I actually don't know how that would work. Because I would have thought if you cross, you've already crossed and you wouldn't be able to come back. But maybe you would, just because it's a boundary. As we get a nice little streaky inside edge for 4 there. We'll take that every day of the week. You know, just steaming in here, Holder, and he gets a nice bit of movement back and just catches the inside edge. Just races away. They did have a fairly fine leg. As this time we're going to punch it on the back foot again, and that's sort of, you know, that's I've talked about this in previous videos as well. But this is what I really like about Cricket 19 is the different conditions and pitch conditions, because in this one, you know, anything on that green, good length, back of a length, we can very comfortably play on the back foot. But in other conditions, as you know, eat my words right there, we try to play back. You know, that one, it was a bit wide outside off stump. It actually went through quite quickly. Got a bit of extra bounce, I would say. So bit of a failure there. 33. We'd actually been batting sensational in our last outing in the Test match arena, but gonna get out for a well-worked 33, but obviously disappointing to not crack a bigger score. But yeah, that was a decent ball. You know, it got big on us. It was just an extra bit of bounce, extra bit of carry. Try to play back to it, which, like I was saying, the carry of the pitch playing back is definitely the option, but just sort of, you know, it was just a bit of a poor shot. Just flaying the bat away from the body like that, it's just asking for trouble. And you know, got the little outside edge, a nicely taking catch from the keeper. So West Indies in a very good position. Is that? Surely he's taken that. I'm gonna appeal. I thought this was a catch for sure. He's gone for the sweep, a little bit of a top edge, and oh mate, I think it's Paddy Cummins. Has he not caught this? I mean, I guess not. Yeah, I guess it's bounced into his hands. That was extremely close. Very unlucky there. But Bravo here doing a fantastic job taking the attacking route. 86 off 138, and Waddell 27 off 44 doing a nice job. So they're in a very, very good position here, the West Indian side. Only trail by 16, so we definitely didn't get a good enough score. He's dropped it, dude. I was so excited I appealed. He freaking dropped it. Tell don't get me wrong, it's a tough one, but you got to expect to catch that, surely. Surely it wasn't hit with that much power. We got the men back there as well, so that's a big let off. Couple of chances gone begging for us in our few overs so far. As finally that is going to be our first wicket. Nice and full. Getting a bit of flight there. Goes for the booming drive, and you gotta say, a bit unlucky for the batter. He got a very thick inside edge onto the pad, and it just lobbed up perfectly for Peter Hanscom to take a comfortable catch. So picking up our first wicket, 1 for 14 into our 5th over here. We definitely need a few quick ones, otherwise the West Indies could put a bit of a score on and really put some pressure on us in the second innings, but. We've been in good form with the bat. I feel like, if we can get a decent score in the second innings, hopefully the team around us can bat well and, try to gain some momentum back. We have started to with a few wickets here. That was close to a little outside edge to the man at slip or the keeper, but Bravo is definitely the man we want. Oh boy, how close was that to the man in close? That must have been fractionally away. We have a very tight leg side field there, and he's chipped it up and pierced the gap somehow. I don't know how he did it, but he's now 90 off 142. Again, trying that full slider, trying to sneak one through him, but he plays it nicely on the sweep again. But 6 for 199. We're still, we're still hanging in there. We're still hanging in. If we get Bravo. Unfortunately, he didn't get too much more, but that'll do it for part 1 of this match. We'll be back for the second part of this game in the next video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.